Hi guys, Dazzie here with another episode of my comic book haul. This time it's episode 209. And today I'm going to bring you a small selection of books that I picked up locally, and I've also picked up a couple online. But before we continue, if I could perhaps ask you for a subscription, a like, a share, a comment, ding that bell for notifications. It all really helps Milo Grig Productions. Okay, I'm going to start with a book, guys. It's had a bit of heat of late. And this is a book that was in my eBay store, so I had to pull it off. And the book in question comes from Image Comics and Jason Aaron. That is Southern Bastards, issue number 1. Yeah, there's been a lot of heat with this one recently because in October, Hulu announced it is adapting Southern Bastards for a series beginning with a pilot episode. Now, this was a series created, like I said, by Jason Aaron about vigilantism in Alabama. It's the first appearance of Earl Tubb, Dusty Tutwiler, Esau Goings, Majorhead, who is Eugene Maples, Shauna Goings, and it's the first appearance and death of Big Bert, who is Bertrand Tubb. Expect to see all those characters in the show. Paid just £1.25 for this one earlier in the year at Bristol in Area 51. Keep an eye out for that book, guys. I expect that one to go quite well on the aftermarket. It's currently around about 10 to 15 quid. So in November, at the back end of this month, I am going to the MCM Birmingham Comic Con, and they've announced an artist alley. A couple of artists there that I didn't have books off, so I've ordered a couple just to get them signed. First, and you know me, guys, I don't buy new comic book day books, but I picked this one up because the artist is going to be there, and it comes from where does this come from? Is it IDW? Yeah. And this is Return to Sleepy Hollow, issue number 1. Pretty neat art. This is a follow-up to Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow movie that takes place 15 years after the Headless Horseman vanished, when Ichabod Crane returns to the haunted town to investigate a string of brutal murders. I remember seeing the film. I'm not Tim Burton's biggest fan other than the Batman films, but I remember seeing this one at the cinema. Now, this is the regular Savannah Mayer cover, and I paid £5.85 for that from Forbidden Planet online, and I cannot stand Forbidden Planet as a business because they treat their books badly, and of course it has arrived as a modern day new release covered in spine ticks. But that is Savannah Mayer, who is going to be at the Birmingham Comic Con, so I'll get that book signed. And to go with that, there is another lady going to be there, and that is Erin Agolini. Erin Agolini. And she has done several books, some for DC Comics. And when it comes to going after books, especially ones to get signed, I like to see if there is a key there. And this was one of them. And this is a character, believe it or not, that appeared in the Supergirl TV show. This is DC Pride, issue number 1. Yeah, I bought this one on eBay because the lady who did some of the artwork in this book is going to be there. This is the first appearance of the Dreamer, Nia Nal, in a comic book originally introduced in the Supergirl CW TV series. And then she went on to also appear in The Flash. It's also the first appearance of the Justice League Queer. Jackson Hyde, Steel, Bunker, Batwoman, Crush, Extrano, Tasmanian Devil, Shining Knight, Midnighter, Apollo, Tracy 13, Tremor, Soil, and Ariel, and Wink. And finally, The Ray. This is the regular Jim Lee Scott Williams, Tamara Bonvillain cover. Wow, that was a mouthful. And the reason I picked this one up, Erin Agolini is going to be there at the con. And there we are. There's Erin Agolini. So I'll get that book signed. Okay, talking of cons, I went to the Cheltenham Con. I was pre-warned there were going to be no comics there as such. There was a couple of guys there selling the odd book. First up, I picked up this one for £3. I only picked up 2 books there. This is Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur issue 33. And this is the first cameo appearance of Devin Dinosaur, aka Devil Dinosaur, the human incarnation of Devil Dinosaur. I've got this one in my PC already. This one can go upwards of £10. So there's a couple of quid to be made off £3 purchase. And the only other book I picked up is a mid-grade copy, but it is a nice key. I paid £2 for this one. And this is Daredevil, issue 111. And this is the first appearance and origin of Lady Bullseye, Makai Matsumoto. She's appeared in a couple of animated things. I remember her in the Hitmonkey animated show, which was pretty neat. Yeah, I picked this up on the 26th of October, which was my mum's birthday, actually, at the Cheltenham Con. And we went out and celebrated by going to Weston the next day. And so then I headed over to the local gaming shop, because they've always got a nice selection of pound books. I've done really well over there over the years. I remember picking up first Darkside, first Man-Bat, first Dead Man for £10 a piece, amongst others. But like I say, these books I just paid £1 each for. First up, we have this one. And this is Disney Villains Scar, issue number 1. And this comes from Dynamite Entertainment. And this is, I think, a 1 in 10 incentive. And it comes from Amanda Connor, who's well known, of course. And this is the Modern Icon variant. This book can go around about 15 quid on a good day. I'm not a big fan of the remade Lion King films. I think they're well made, obviously. But yeah, you can't beat the original animated Lion King, can you? And the other book I picked up, guys, one of the other books I picked up for another £1, Ice Cream Man, issue number 9. I remember this series being absolute fire when it came out in 2019 or 18 rather. I have the first issue and I think the first variant to go with that, issue number 1. But this is, like I say, issue number 9, and this is the variant cover art by Kyle Smart. And again, this goes around about 15 quid on eBay. £1, no brainer. Just 2 books left, guys. One Marvel, one DC. That same day for £1. I've been looking for this book for forever, and I finally found it. This is Factor X, or X Factor, issue number 1. And this is the first appearance of Bedlam, Jesse Aronson, a mutant who can disrupt tech with psionic pulses. And of course, he was played by Terry Crews in the Deadpool 2 movie. It's also the first appearance of Christopher, aka Terrence Aronson, brother of Jesse and a telepath. A nice pickup that. I love my live action appearances, and this one had eluded me for the longest time. I think the book came out in 1995, but I could be wrong. But not an easy one to find. And the final book, guys, I picked up yesterday in a local record shop that also does comics. For £4.99, I picked up another copy of Action Comics 595, and this is, of course, the first appearance of the Silver Banshee, an enemy of Superman who can instantly kill a person with her death wail. And yeah, the Silver Banshee is Siobhan McDougall, but there's also goes by the name of Siobhan Smythe. First came to my attention in the Smallville TV show, but she's also appeared in many animated things and the Supergirl live action show, and I met the actress who played the Silver Banshee and got her signature. So that's it, guys, a wrap. Lots more content to come from me as always, guys. I've not been very well, but I am still loving the hobby. Stay with me. Come on, let's get the subscriptions going up and up and up. Bye for now.